Just got to spend a second on what was an incredible finish to that World Series. Mazz, Murray, you guys have thoughts?
It's just unbelievable, really. As Game 7s go, you're not going to find a better one than that. I mean, extraordinary Game 7. And all the way around, from the home runs that, the home run that tied the game in the ninth and won it later on by Will Smith, and then the plays at the plate, the whole 9 yards. I mean, it was tremendous, tremendous drama. I was rooting for the Jays. I wanted to see Toronto win, but the game in and of itself was spectacular. I've heard people say that they think it's one of the 3 greatest World Series of all time. I'd have to think about it. Like, I don't get caught up in that kind of crap, whether it's 3, 5, but the World Series as a whole was terrific, and Game 7 was off the charts.
It was the Game 7 was ridiculous. I also wanted the Jays, but to me, we shouldn't even have had a Game 7 because it happened because the ball got stuck in the wall in the 9th inning in Game 6.
Isn't that incredible? You ever see that before?
Nope.
Me neither.
So
not quite like that.
One of the stupidest rules in sports.
Well,
it shouldn't apply to a place like that. Wrigley Field, fine with your stupid ivy wall and you can't get it, fine. But credit to that outfielder that was substituted in for the Dodgers there for being smart enough to know the rule. But also, field the ball, you puss. Mr. Umpire, can I have some help, please? The ball's stuck. The ball's stuck. Can I have some help, please? I can't. Field it, you coward.
So you knew it was over there, didn't you?
Oh, that was a boning to remember.
When the better team catches a break, that's when you make a mistake against the Patriots and Tom Brady, they're going to make you pay for it.
And that's what the Dodgers are.
And that's what the Dodgers are.
Yeah.
So that's what if you're a Dodger hater, that's fine. They should have earned some of your respect.
Oh, they definitely. Yeah.
They're not just a fancy pants, high-paid, superstar-laden team. Like, they got some ballers. They got some guys that are tough, clutch. Like,
they have this generation's Mr. October and Kiki Hernandez, who ended up turning the 7-4 double play after that happened. Kiki Hernandez.
Great play.
That dude is involved in everything. Even if he's having an off night at the plate, he is involved. This is what you're talking about. Like, it doesn't need to be Otani. It doesn't need to be your superstars. It doesn't need to be Max Muncy.
They're not just a collection of talent, though.
Yeah.
Like, they know how to win.
So, and I'm glad Murray brought up the Hernandez play, because when he was here, his greatest asset, his greatest strength was his game sense. He's got great game sense.
So the ball underneath the wall in Game 6, it would have been, do you think that would have been a triple? The run would have scored. So they still would have needed a hit, I think. I don't know if you think that goes for a triple.
I did. I mean, it potentially could have been. It was Edson Barger that hit it. It potentially could have been like an inside part of the park home run.
If it doesn't lodge in there. If it just kicks off the wall like it does 999 times out of 1,000. The runner from first scores, and then the batter ends up at second, maybe third, who was running. I don't even remember who hit it.
So Barger hit it, but Kirk was in front of him. So he might have to slow down to make sure Kirk gets home.
Right. So it's not like both those runs would have automatically scored. Only one run would have scored.
That's how I feel, too.
Maybe you would have had a runner on third, less than 2 out, whatever. But what it was it's like the Dodgers got away with one. And it just sort of changed the whole juice, the whole juju on the field. It felt like the Dodgers just got away with one. And when you let when the better team gets away with one, they usually take advantage.
They do. And then they effed around, I thought, a little bit with the start the following night in Game 7 with Otani, when he took his sweet-ass time, that 5 minutes there, and then he comes up and Bo Bichette blasts that home run. And it was like, there you go. There's some karmic repercussions there for you.
So, and the other thing is, this is the part I couldn't get about the whole decision with Otani, is that he made 3 starts in the postseason. And I don't have the exact numbers in front of me, so if you give me a second, I'll give them to you. I think one of them was on 9 days of rest. The other 2 were like 13 and 11.
Correct me if I'm wrong. They changed the rules so he could remain the DH if he came out as a pitcher, but only if he starts.
Correct.
Right, so...
No, but I'm not talking about that.
You couldn't use him out of the bullpen.
Right, but that's not what I'm getting at.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No. He had 10, 13, and 11 days between starts.
Got it.
Okay, then they had to bring him back in Game 7 on 3 days of rest.
Uh-huh.
Why didn't they just pitch him earlier in the series in the first place? Because he sucked in the game. They put themselves in a bad spot. He wasn't good. So they've given him all this rest along the way. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden they get to the World Series and say, we're not going to pitch him until Game 4? Why didn't they pitch him in game 2 or in game 3? He had plenty of rest, and then if they needed him in game 7, they could have brought him back on full rest, and he might have had a full arsenal.
Okay, I got you.
So to me, he went out there and he was clearly overthrowing from the very beginning. They were on him early, and Bichette obviously had a good at bat against him, and all the runs came in one swing, but they never should have put him in that spot to begin with. So they're giving him all this extra time. Then they get to a situation in the World Series where they decide to bring him back and pitch him on 3 days. Even though they haven't done anything remotely close, they could have set it up differently.
Another second guess. People are second guessing. Is it Schneider, the bunt in the 11th inning? Guerrero leads off with a double. They bunt him over to third. So ended up first and third, one out, and then you ended on the double play. Do you agree with the bunt in that situation?
Yes.
Me too.
I did. I liked it at
Absolutely.
the time.
Me too.
That felt like easy second guessing for social media after that game.
100%.
Bring the fly ball into play.
Absolutely. Tie the game. Keep going.
Yep.
I had no problem with it whatsoever. I thought it was the right baseball play.
No, me neither. I'd move him over to third, too. I thought, you're playing for one. What's wrong with that?
Yamamoto, though, when he came in, I mean, he was deserving to get the MVP of the series. That, to me, felt like Pedro coming in Cleveland in 99.
Oh, my God.
Here come the tight asses because you ain't beating this guy.
He was automatic in this series.
Ridiculous.
He was the rightful MVP. And, Jason Stark did a thing in The Athletic. 7 starting pitchers pitched in that game 7. 7 of them.
That's cool.
And Rojas, who hit the home run, did you know he hit 1 home run all regular season against a right-handed pitcher, and it was a positional player.
Oh, good God.
He didn't hit a home run off a right-handed pitcher all year long and hit one in game 7 to tie the game in the 9th inning.
I up until the last couple nights, seeing Toronto in the World Series made me feel like, well, the Sox could have been there. The Jays aren't that much better than you. After watching the whole thing, okay. I don't think you could. I don't think you could have gone toe to toe with the Dodgers like that, like the Jays just did.
And Toronto's defense was terrific. There was that one inning at the beginning of Game 7 where Guerrero made the center fielder made the diving catch Varsho, and then Guerrero made the one on the line. Both of those are hits against the Red Sox.
You mean the league-leading 3 Gold Glove awards are a little misleading?
Yes, I would say so.
Is that yet not another example of how useless that award is?
Guerrero's ball, I think, would have been foul, but nonetheless, boy, he showed me a whole different element to his game in this series.
Totally.
Defensively, when he wants to play, he can play.
Well, anyway, just had to mention that because that was kind of epic.
It was great.
I'll say this. I mean, that's the most I've watched the World Series, and I can't tell you when.
With neutral teams.
Right, obviously. Yes. Without the Sox in it. Yes, absolutely. That's the most I've been invested emotionally. And I wanted the Dodgers. I want Mookie Betts to continue to shove it up your ass, especially after Hurley wrote last week that John Henry was right not to sign him. Is that 4 championships for Mookie, or am I lost count? 3, 4? Yes, 4.
Yeah,
4. I know he didn't have the greatest series, but he was in the mix.
Speaking of, did you see his post game in Game 6? Because he had the game-winning hit ultimately for them in Game 6. He sat on that dais with Poppy, A-Rod, and Jeter, and kind of flogged himself.
Talked about how much he sucked.
Yeah, and the 3 of them were like, dude, don't beat yourself up. You just had the big hit in this game, and you're Mookie effing Betts, and you've been playing shortstop great. He was, after that, I felt a little different about the Dodgers, too. I'm like, oh, maybe I don't hate him as much.
He's a winner.
He
is.
Winner. And you don't want to pay him. That's still the story.
He looked pretty smooth on that double play, too, to end it, didn't he?
Pretty good to me.
It was a good throw.
He's running out of fingers for the rings. That's all I know.
He's got almost as many as Jeter now.
Yeah, instead, he gave the Red Sox the fist.